is Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a very exciting video, which is my November TBR. I am so excited for everything like super fall related, like Thanksgiving and just everything that comes around November, which means I can start decorating my Christmas tree, put my Christmas decorations up, and read a lot of Christmas romances as well. I am in the mood for cozy. I want everything cozy and everything small town, romantic suspense, like everything like that I need right now. So I have a giant TBR here. Before we get into the TBR though, I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of this video, which I'm so excited to be working with, which is Harlequin. I love Harlequin and their books. Every year, especially around December, I'm always stalking their website for new romances, especially their Christmas romances. And I actually have 4 books from them that are at the top of my TBR that I'm dying to read. So I'm gonna go ahead and run through those 4 books and then let you know a discount code to get 25% off their website. So you guys know I love everything cozy, and I especially really like small town and some romantic suspense, and of course historical. And when it gets into the colder season, I'm craving historical romances, and because of the historical romance readathon, I have been really wanting historical romances. So the first one I have is How to Survive a Scandal by Christine Merrill, and this book sounds so good. This has a little bit of a mistaken identity. So the hero has returned from some sort of battle where he was injured. He has a lot of survivor's guilt, and it says though that he kissed a mysterious maid in a carriage, but she turned out to be a debutante, and it's their romance. So this one sounds really good. I like the kind of mistaken identity plot line, so I cannot wait to read this one. I really enjoy Harlequin's historicals, and I definitely want to read more, so top of my TBR. But the next one, you guys, I'm so excited for. It is Alaska for Christmas by Jennifer Snow. Like, how perfect is a name for a Christmas romance? But this takes place in Alaska. Can you get more cozy than Christmas in Alaska? An amnesia romance too, which if you've been watching me for a while, you know that's one of my absolute favorite tropes. So the heroine returns home to celebrate Christmas with her adoptive family, and she is butting heads once again with Chief Petty Officer Aaron, and he just does not understand the heroine. It says that he lost his sister years ago, and he doesn't like how reckless she is, the heroine is, but then a terrifying ice climbing accident leaves her with amnesia, and they see each other in a new light. Like, literally, I'm gonna pick this up like tomorrow. I am so excited. It sounds like it has all the tropes I love, so super high on my TBR as well. And then we have a winter romantic suspense, which again, like, give me all the cozy feels. So we have Wyoming Winter Rescue by Juno Rushdan, and this one, what is more treacherous, confronting a killer or her ex-boyfriend? So this says that the heroine's a psychotherapist and she has a murderous patient, and she ended her relationship though with Nash, but now that a serial killer has been targeting her, he is protecting her. So they fall in love again. It's second chance, it's kind of bodyguard. A serial killer is after her. It sounds so good. And the last one is Calling the Shots by Kelly Farmer. So if you can't tell, this one is a sports romance. So this is, the tagline says, 2 passionate hockey coaches face off in this rivals to lovers romance. So it sounds so good. So one heroine, her name is Reagan. She is a retired superstar, and she lands a head coaching job with the Women's Pro League in Boston, and she wants to win the championship for her first year. And Tierney is the other heroine, and she is a single mom and the coach of their rival team. Oh, so one of them ghosted the other after they spent a week together. That was amazing. Oh my gosh. So it's like kind of second chance. Like, they hooked up before and never talked to each other afterwards. So they are rivals on the ice and fall in love off the ice. That sounds so good. And it's 2 coaches. I cannot wait to read this one. This is definitely in my TBR as well. Again, hockey is perfect for the winter time, at least to me. So I cannot wait to read these 4 books. Definitely, like, I'm gonna pick them up like now. I'm very excited to read these. I want to thank Harlequin so much for sponsoring this video and providing me with these books. Use my code JESS25 for 25% off their website, which I'm telling you, they have the best Christmas romances. So check out their website, especially if you're in the mood for cozy, sports, winter, some romantic suspense, like all my favorite things to read in the winter. Check out their website, use my code, and use the link down below. So the code works from November 1st to December 2nd, so make sure you use it within the next month and check out these books. I cannot wait to read them, and again, thank you so much to Harlequin for sponsoring this video. The next few books I have are all historical romances, which I'm very excited for, so I'm just gonna run through these real quickly. We have A Duchess by Midnight by Cheris Michaels. Like I said, after the historical romance readathon, I've been dying for more historicals, so this one is, I believe, a Cinderella retelling, And yes, she's a reformed stepsister, and I'm very excited to read this one. Then I have Duke Most Wicked by Lenore Bell. This one I'm very, very excited for. It is a guy who falls for his sister's music teacher, but he needs to marry for money. So we'll see how that works out. We also have How the Wallflowers Won by Eva Lee. This one I'm very excited for because I've had some friends who have said it's really, really good. So this says it is between two opposites, a rogue and a bookish wallflower with a marriage of convenience. It's gonna be so good. I'm very excited. And then I'm hoping to read my arc of The Reluctant Countess by Eloisa James. This does come out at the end of November, so I want to get read before then. And it says he's never made a fool of himself over a woman until he meets her. And she is ineligible for his attentions in every way, and he wants her. So this sounds really good. I do also have my 2 book clubs. So the first one is Historical Hellions. We are reading a Marcia Canahan book, Across the Moonlit Sea, I think. I said this like 3 months ago it was our pick, but it's actually our pick this month, and it is a pirate romance. I'm very excited to read this one. And then Lacey and I, for Ravished by Romance, are reading a Christmas romance, which is an Christmas romance, and they hate each other. It's You're a Mean One something. I always end up saying the author's name instead of the character's name, so I will put it here. I'm very excited to read this one as well. It looks really cute. I just love the cover, and I'm so ready for Christmas romances. So this is next on my TBR. Speaking of Christmas romances, I think these are, well, okay, do I want to run through? Okay. Let me grab the other 2. I have 4 Christmas romances on my list. So I do have one that I recently bought on Amazon because I could not find it through the library, and that is Holiday Romance by Catherine Walsh. This one, they like are on a flight every year together for Christmas to Ireland, and one Christmas he needs her help with something, so she vows to help him get home. I don't know what had happened. So they end up spending the holiday together trying to get to Ireland, and they fall in love. This sounds so good. So top of my TBR. We also have Christmas at the Ranch by Anita Hughes, which I actually got the audiobook for this, which I'm very excited for. Her editor shows up and says, "You're the guest of honor at this party, please come." And it ends up being like a party in Wyoming, so she has to go, and she is known for her books that are a female James Bond type book. She falls for Arthur's son. Who is Arthur? She ends up falling for the publisher's son. So another cozy holiday romance. We have Christmas in Blue Dog Valley by Annie England Noblin. This one is another holiday romance that takes place in a small town, and she's leaving LA and arrives in the small town, and she's a fish out of water, and then, oh yeah, she saves the bartender's dog but then falls for the town grump. So I didn't know if the bartender was the town grump. I couldn't figure that out from synopsis. Then I have Once Upon a December by Amy E. Reichert. This one is from Berkeley, and this says that her name is Astra Noel Snow. So she has a very holiday name, and she just got divorced, so she works at a Christmas market. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I'm actually gonna go to a Christmas market in like a month, so I'm very excited for that. And he is Jack Clausen. So they have very holiday names, and they end up liking each other. Astrid shows him the life he's been missing. It sounds really cute. I'm excited. Lots of Christmas romances for me. Very, very excited. I also have a couple small town romances. I really want to catch up on B.K. Borison's backlist. I read Love Light Farms and I loved it, so I definitely want to read these 2 because these are about side characters in that book. So one is about a social media influencer, and the other one is a second chance. Oh, this one's a second chance romance, and the other one is just a small town romance with a bakery owner. So I have to read these. It's In the Weeds and then Mixed Signals. I'm dying to read more of her books. So those are definitely on my TBR. I also have Quarterback Sneak by Candy Steiner. I bought the copy as soon as it came out. This one is the quarterback and the coach's daughter, and he's a new coach. It's gonna be so good. Very excited. I also have 3 that Berkeley sent me that I got in the mail like yesterday. I'm dying for all of them. So we have Better Than Fiction by Alexa Martin. I love Alexa Martin's Blitzed football series. I don't remember what the series is called, but it's like Snapped, Blitzed, all those. I love them. So this one's her new romance, and it is like bookish, so I'm very, very excited. This says it's a romantic comedy about a bookseller discovering how to be a main character in her own story. So she owns her grandmother's bookstore, and he is a best-selling author. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. I read a Christmas romance like that last year, actually. Then we have Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. I really loved Delilah Green Doesn't Care. Astrid is her sister, I believe. So she broke up with her fiance, and she's now focused on her career. And then Prue asks her to be the designer for the inn's renovation, which is going to be featured on HGTV. And she's super excited. but she did not plan on Jordan, who is Prue's granddaughter. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm so excited. Then I have Two Wrongs Make It Right by Chloe Leese. I love Chloe Leese and her Bergman Brothers series. This is her traditionally published romance, and this one is matchmaking friends. Oh, it's a reimagining of Much Ado About Nothing. So the people closest to them trick them on going on a date, and they want revenge, so they convince the meddlers that they're madly in love with one another just to get back at them, but I think they fall in love instead too. So it's gonna be so good. Then I do have a few... Oh, I have 2 more Christmas romances. Do I want to do those? So I have The Holiday Trap by Roan Parrish. Roan Parrish I got to meet at a Polycon, and I know my friend Desiree loves Roan Parrish. So this one are 2 people who swap houses and fall in love swapping houses, kind of like The Holiday. So I think I'm gonna really love this. I did get it from the library. And another library book I got was A Merry Little Meet Cute by Sarah Simone and Julie Murphy. I think this is a play like on Hallmark, where they're in a Hallmark movie, but they're adult film stars. So this sounds like it could be good. I'm excited. I've seen really good things. I do have the audio of that out as well. And then these 2, I have Love on the Brain and Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Love on the Brain I've been meaning to read. I want to read it before the end of the year because I think it's going to be on some list for the end of the year. And I feel like everybody's read this and I need to. I love Allie Hazelwood, and then this has been on like 3 TBRs, but I need to read Kennedy Ryan's newest. It does come out on the 15th, so I'm hopefully gonna read this soon, one of the first weeks of the month, and this one is a second chance romance between a divorced couple, so I'm very excited. I also have Here With Me by Samantha Young on audio. This one is her small town romance series, and it's her Adair family series. I was talking with Catherine Cowles in an Instagram live I did with her. She's super close friends with Samantha and was talking about the series, and I think I'm gonna love it. I love Samantha Young, but I haven't read her in a while, so I want to read a new small town romance. Perfect from an author I love. I also have Deal with the Elf King by Elise Kova out on audio, and this one I think I'll enjoy. I don't know. So I've seen the cover everywhere. I have paperbacks of books 2 and 3, and I want to get to those, but I feel like I should read the series in order. I feel like people talked about this being kind of like ACOTAR or ACOMAF maybe. I don't know, but I heard it's not as spicy as those books or as the cover looks. I just know there's elves in it. I don't know if it's a Marriage of Convenience or anything. I think a later book is Marriage of Convenience. So I have this on audio. I bought it during the Audible sale. I'd love to get this in November. I'm also very intrigued by Icebreaker. This is a sports romance that I've seen everywhere on TikTok. I did download it on Kindle Unlimited. It's a figure skater and a hockey player, but I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. I've seen so much hype, and then I've also seen some people not love it, so I don't know if I'll like it, but I definitely want to try it out just to see what the hype's about. I also have Dirty Curve by Megan Brandy on audio, and I'd love to try more of her books. This one I think is a baseball romance, which I'm excited for because I did buy Say You Swear, which is a football romance, and I'd love to read some of her sports romances because I did not love The Boys of Brayshaw High. But that was like high school knew-it-all bully romance, which is not really my thing, so hopefully I enjoy her sports romances more. And then the last one I have is The Obsession by Nora Roberts. I read my first Nora Roberts book. I've read J.D. Robb before, but I read my first one, Rebellion, last month, and I really enjoyed it, and I'd be intrigued to look at more of her backlist. So I'm trying to make it a goal to read 1 Nora Roberts book a month, and this one is one that Catherine Cowles said is her absolute favorite, and it's A Woman on the Run. It is romantic suspense, and it sounds like something I would love, and she said she thinks I would love it based on my reading taste. So hopefully I do enjoy it. And that's my November TBR. Those are all the books I'm super excited to read. A huge thank you to Harlequin for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check out all of their books. Use my code JESS25 for 25% off all the good atmospheric reads for the fall, for November, for the holiday season. Like I said, check out their Christmas romances because I'm about to do some shopping later this week and build up my Christmas TBR. So I'm very excited, but let me know what you're excited to read this month. I would love to hear, and what you're excited for me to read. Let me know. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.